Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Sneaker Dan, back again with another new video. And today I'm gonna do a little different video of these two pairs of shoes. It's not gonna be a review video or overview video. It's gonna be a comparison video. It's been a video that I have made in the past with different shoes, and I think this. But however, in the rep community, this has been a pretty big topic all the time in regards to this one colorway, because this is one of the most iconic colorways for the Jordan 1 silhouette. Um, this colorway just came out last week and it's been a hot topic for a while. So I decided, hey, why not talk about a rep versus retail comparison of these two shoes? And so they are the Jordan 1 Breds of the 2016 release. Let's get right into it, shall we? So this is the retail pair. This is the rep pair. Real, fake, real, fake. Okay, so please do not forget that. So it's gonna be the real one is always gonna be on top. So this is pretty much the comparison video, right? These are two iconic sneakers. Everyone knows them. These are all the ones that they want. These are the ones that they like. And basically, it's been a hot topic. People always talk about how the LJR, these are the rep pairs. The batch that I got these in are the LJR batch. The LJR batch is pretty much kind of the universal batch of all the Jordan 1s that a lot of people get. The reason why is because they are fairly priced, but they're fairly priced. The materials are pretty decent actually for a rep pair. If not, these are pretty much almost identical to a regular retail pair of Jordan 1s in regards to materials wise. As well as also, these are the closest pairs of shoes that actually kind of mimic the shoe shape as well as the colors of the shoe. So the LJR batch is what pretty much a lot of people get. There are other batches. There are like batches that are worse, and there are batches a little bit better. But the better you get, the more expensive you are, and at that point, you should just buy it. People just buy a retail pair at that point. And so this is the most fairly priced one. So let's get right into the comparison, pretty much, right? So this is the retail pair. As you can tell, the retail pair has tumbled leather on pretty much the shoe on the red portions. The Jordan 1 2016 release in particular has decent amount of tumbling on it. It's not like crazy pebbled, but it is a little bit pebbled, especially on the Nike swoosh. The toe box doesn't really have much pebbling, but it's mainly the side view of the shoe. However, on the red pair, as you can see, there is no pebbling. There's no tumble on the shoe. That's one thing you want to look out for when if people are doing legit checks, or you found a Jordan 1 Bred pair on Facebook Market or even on eBay. Always look for the tumbled of the shoe. People may argue that, a lot of people do argue that Jordan 1 Breds, the retail pair, some of them did not come with some of them did not have tumbled leather on them. They are kind of flat like these. I'll give you another for people who are trying to legit check shoes and not trying to get scammed. I'll show you another way you guys can kind of tell. So that's one of the biggest signs, the tumble of the shoes. Another one, shape of the shoe. The shape of the shoe are actually a little bit different. As you can see in the video right now, it's very minimal, but you can kind of tell. The retail pair of the shoe, there is a little slight curve on the back of the shoe. This one kind of comes in a little bit more, as you can tell, but there is it's like more rounded in the back. However, on the rep pair, there's barely any roundness of the shoe. This one, the top kind of comes in, but it's not round. It's not rounded almost. It's straight line. And I'm gonna show you guys on top, pretty much on top and bottom. Curved, you can tell kind of right here there's a little bit of curvature. Meanwhile, the rep pair is straight up flat in the back. That's another big thing you want to kind of look for. Look for the shape. Look at pretty much, is it a little bit curved? If it is, it's most likely a real pair. It's most likely a real pair. If it's straight, it's most likely not a real pair. It has to have a little bit of a curve. Even then, let's say some people even argue, hey, Sneaker Dan, there's a couple of pairs that are pretty much straight. of the retail pair. Okay, let's go down now finally to the main thing. This is a known fact in the rep community. If people are gonna argue against me, that's ridiculous, and everyone knows this. The color of the reds are completely different. You may not see in the video and even in this lighting in my room, but the color of the reds are different. The retail pair reds, they're actually darker. The tone of the reds are slightly darker than the red pair. And the way I kind of will have to describe it in this video is pretty much the red tones are more of a dark, it's a gym red, but with a hint of dark crimson to it. Um, a little bit dark crimson red to it. So it's a little bit of a dark hue of red. It's still a gym red, of course, but it's a little bit darker. Meanwhile, the red pair, it is a dark red. However, it's more of a scarlet red rather than a crimson red, gem red. And so you can kind of see the colors is a little bit different. This is a little bit darker, and while this is a little bit lighter, and you can even kind of see from pretty much close right now, even more the main difference of the shoe shape as well. Well, then before I get there, yeah, that's another big thing. Color. That's another thing you can check out for the legit check. Now let's just say if people say, "Hey, Dan, hey, move the sneaker down." Oh, my retail pair looks just like this. I mean, then yours look like that. I don't know what else to say, dude. Then that's a pretty rare case. I think most Jordan 1s, my two Jordan 1 Breds that I had, one I beat the crap out of. It's not currently at my house because I still have a bunch of inventory I need to move to my new place. So, but my old one is pretty beat up. It doesn't look like this at all. It looks more like this. So I don't know what else to say. I guess another topic would probably be yeah, what about the hourglass? Hourglass is BS because almost every Jordan 1 has the hourglass right here, pretty much. And the hourglass meaning the back of the shape. It's kind of like an hourglass figure on the back side, back view of the shoe. That's BS. That's bullshit. Because my red pair also has an hourglass figure. It's not shown as much anymore. It's kind of like popping out now. It's because I wore them. I wore these maybe like once, so the size is still retaining, but even now you can kind of tell it's not really big of an hourglass. When I first got these, this was pretty much coming inward and this was coming outward, so it was an hourglass figure. A lot of my other Jordan 1s that I bought from Sneakers app itself does not have the hourglass. That's like one of the biggest flaws for Jordan 1 highs. So for not only just for revs, but as well as for like retail from the Sneakers app, because Nike's quality control is not that great. And so that's not a really good factor. But this is in regards to helping people for legit checks. So yeah, that's the comparison of the two shoes. If anyone are interested in the rec community as well as the retail community as well. Now then, my thoughts and opinions of the rep versus the retail. I think the rep looks pretty. I think personally it looks very close to the retail pair. There are a little bit of minimal issues of it. Color, the shoe, pretty much shape of the whole shoe, as well as kind of like overall, like the leather is not tumbled. There are slight minimal defects of the red pair. However, if I'm going to compare it in a 1-to-1 ratio, I'll give the red pair a 0.85 to 1 ratios. I've seen a lot of cute quality checks and quality controls in the rep forums in regards to these pairs. And sometimes some of these do look 0.9 to 1. So they could get, if you're really lucky, it could get really close to the actual pair. You can still see the shoe shape is a little bit off on those even then, but still there's pretty close. What I think in regards to it, I think I don't really care. I think if you want to get reps, get reps. It's up to you at the end of the day. It's your money. Like, I think people care too much about that. It's like, like it's my money. Like, why do you care what I spend at the end of the day? And if you want to get reps, you can. I have both. See, because I really just don't really care whether or not I want a real pair because I have one and I have a rep pair. I wear both of them equal amounts. I just haven't worn these for a while just because these are pretty new. And I do have this as well as beat up pair. So I haven't worn these. These have been getting kind of kept on ice, but I even still wore these. I still wore these twice right now. I wear these a lot just to walk around. I did a lot of stuff in. Many people always talk about how replicas they're cheap, they're not good quality, things like that. They're not. I mean, they are good quality. Like this is a rep pair. I bought this for I bought this for like $140 on the rep sneakers back in 20. Yeah, this was back in 2020. Yeah, 2020. I bought these in 2020. It's 2025. It's been 5 years. I still wear these. Just have a slight heel drag, and it's pretty much the bottom of this is pretty much faded. It's been 5 years though. Like nothing has been. The leather quality is exactly the same as well. People always talk about how leather's not the same. Yes, it is. I'm feeling both of them. There's not much of a difference. I feel like that's more. And if you do say that, that's kind of crazy because I think you're just telling yourself that. If you're gonna be unbiased, like it feels exactly the same. Like the cuts of the leather, and then people always say the cuts of the leather are different. No, the cuts of the leather are exactly the same too. They're both thin because they're both Jordan 1s. Like there's not really much of a difference between these two. The toe boxes are pretty much similar too as well. I know a lot of people talk about that. Toe boxes are pretty similar. And then this kind of shows the color difference as well. Because the colors are a little bit different. This one's the real, this one's the fake. So this one has a little bit darker red. Meanwhile, this is a little bit lighter, as you guys can tell, a little bit more brighter. So so it kind of gives you guys a more of a better perspective. But yeah, retail pairs go for anywhere between $400 to $700. Meanwhile, the rep pairs, you can find these for anywhere between $80 to $160. $80 if you buy them directly from the factory and have your own shipping agent. $140 to $160. Maybe $180 now these days from what I've heard or what I've seen. If you buy from like a third-party agent and they're the ones who do everything for you, talk with the shipper, talk with the manufacturer and stuff, and get them to you. So you can take your pick. What I think about reps in general, I think they're not that bad, honestly. Especially if you're like a high school kid or college kid, you don't really have much money, or not even like a kid. Like I think like if you're an adult, you still have a love of sneakers, and you can't hit on retail pairs consistently at all most of the time, and you're missing out on some pairs that you want to have in your collection or you just want to wear, not just for resale. I think reselling fakes are crazy. That's crazy, but if you're just buying fakes to wear or buying replicas to wear, I don't see what the problem is with it. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Most people don't even notice it. I'm being so dead serious. People say, "Oh, you're gonna get called out." You don't get called out. Like no one's gonna call you out. It's like really nobody does. Like I wore these everywhere. I wore these to the club. I wore these to the bar. I wore these to work. I wore these to the gym. I wore these to the mall. I wore these to resale shops. I wore these into everywhere that I've been to. No one called me. Actually, I got a lot of comments saying, "Yo, I love your shoes. I love the Breds." You know, like it really doesn't matter. It's a shoe at the end of the day. So I think people who want to get reps, it's not a bad idea, really, if you're not trying to drop $500 of a shoe, and especially since if it's a shoe that you really want to wear and you're gonna beat up anyways, they're just as good, and then so they're gonna last a pretty decent long time. So I think it's good, and that was the comparison video I wanted to give you guys because this has always been a big topic between the rep communities. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and really liked it. Give me your thoughts. What do you guys think about reps? What do you guys think about reps versus retail? Do you think getting reps is wrong? And then if you can't get a retail pair, just don't even get them at all if you don't have the money for it? Or do you think reps are okay because it's a shoe that you want and a shoe that you can finally get and wear around? You know, some people don't. I know some people say about it's fake. Like you're showing fake, like I guess fake. What's the word? Like so fake status. However, I don't see it that way. I see it as it's a shoe that I can wear and a shoe color that I really like, and it looks great on me. That's just me. But yeah, please comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.